All right, Shalom. Want to say call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS that rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there fighting, doing this work with truth and sincerity. Back here again with a quick lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there that are listening and watching these videos. Just a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, once again, coming in the spirit of prophecy. As you can see, the climate on the earth today, that a lot of things is happening on the planet due to the words of the Bible that's going out, which is Yahweh Shai, because he comes in the volume of the book. So these words that we uttering out of the Bible is causing things to happen on the planet earth. And it's also leading into the time of Jacob's trouble, where it's going to intensify and get progressively worse. And you're going to need divine intervention, if you will, from on high to come and protect you. Now, the Lord has sent out his prophets, beginning with the apostles and elders, the bishops, and the great men before them as well. Abba Bivens, King Mashah, High Priest Ariel, so on and so forth. This word has been going out to wake up the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who has been scattered throughout the four corners of this planet that's going to come looking like other nations. This message is to the Israelites who've been scattered abroad because of the great offense that we caused before our power, Yahweh, and his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. It's for you to wake out of sleep because you don't know who you are. You're walking around in a confused state, meaning you're walking around in darkness at the end of the day, not knowing who you are or where you come from. Now, the thing that's happening with the ICE people and Trump making moves and the top elite banking families want to establish the NWO, well, it's going to be a horrific time that we're approaching. A heavy time of prophecy is going to come so heavy to the point, again, you're going to need protection, man, spiritual protection, not a carnal one. Because this devil, Edom Esau, he's lived by the sword, and that was the blessing that he got. You see, Isaac, Jacob, and Esau. Thus thou hast but one blessing. That's what Esau asked Isaac. So nonetheless, the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Abishai said this, 2 Ezra 15:1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people, not your ears that you, like you hear my voice right now with your ears. But you got to hear the spiritual sound that's coming to you, man, which is these words, which is Yahweh Shai. Speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. So these words in the scriptures is making things move on the planet. It's uprooting wickedness. It's making people feel uncomfortable, which is Yahweh Shai. Because when he came in the flesh, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans didn't want to accept him. So that same energy is here today that people don't want to hear the words of the Lord, man. Because the words of the Lord are going to hold you accountable. All of us, me, right? Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. So it's all about speaking prophecy unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see? Tell you something before it happens. To put you up on game. Shalakia. To put you up on game. You see? As to what's about to take place, what's about to befall the Lord's people, and the hellacious times that we're approaching. You can read that in the book of Daniel 12:1. You see? And the days are speeding up due to the elect of the Lord's people, the remnant that he going to deliver, right? And the elect is going to scarcely make it. So we need to be praying and put our best foot forward as the Lord put us upon this path. And this path is just, which is going to be a treacherous one that leads to salvation, to the hopeful elect. The 144,000 and 1/3 of some men, women, and children. So the Lord is telling you to speak into the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Now I'm gonna go over here to the book of I'm gonna have to switch the Bible out. This Bible, Isaiah 53:1. Who hath believed our report? So we're speaking the words of prophecy, which I should have got that first, which is fine. Well, we're speaking the words of prophecy to the ears of the Lord's people who've been scattered throughout the four corners of this planet. And that's by way of a report. The scriptures is it's a living document. And the Lord had put the Spirit upon men to be able to go into this document and to report unto you the thing that's about to take place, which is where report goes into a doctrine. There's going to be a certain doctrine that's going to bring forth the end, and it's going to tell you what you need to do in order to be delivered and protected from the wicked one, the evil man. And that evil man has a source. You see? Who had believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed. You see? So it's all about believing on the words of Yahweh Bahashem Abshai. As a matter of fact, hold on 1 second. Let me switch this out. Oh, shit. Okay. So a very important attribute to have in these times, one of many, is the ability to be able to hear spiritual things, man, and to understand them. Because hearing is a very important attribute to have in this time, because you have many sounds of people saying they got the truth going out, right? You got to be able to discern through the Spirit which one is conducive to your spirit and which one is the truth. You see, that's why I had read, which I should have got this one first. The Lord gave us a report and to speak into His people the words of prophecy. Who have believed our message? That's in the NLT. To whom the Lord revealed His powerful arm, man. This message is to the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So right here, and if you understand this report through the Spirit, then what it says here in Proverbs 2:11, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee. Wise choices will watch over you. Understanding will keep you safe. Once you believe upon this report, but there's another one to get. The prudent man perceive the evil. You see, once you have understanding of the Bible and you see the type of temperature this planet is under right now, then you would know that you moving in a certain way is very detrimental, man. We have to move according to the rule of Yahweh Bashem Abishai at all costs to the best of our ability. Because the evil man is praying. And he's coming down, man, and rounding Jake ass up. And the apostles and the bishops and the men of down has been saying, even before YouTube, that look, the time of Jacob's trouble, the time of Jacob's trouble. We here, and we've been in time of Jacob's trouble, but it's going to be more gratifying. It's going to get more intense. We're about to see some horrific shit out here, man. So right here in Proverbs 2:11, discretion shall preserve thee. Understanding shall keep thee. Understanding what? The Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Habashah, and the Holy Spirit, and the scriptures, man. That's what's going to preserve you in these times that we're living in. But I want to get the one where it says, a wise man perceive the evil, roughly paraphrasing. So discretion, meaning like purpose. You see? Let me go over here to the etymology. To consider, you would consider the times that we're living in at the end of the day. That's why I say discretion, meaning consider the times we're living in. Discretion shall preserve you, keep you preserved from the said perils that are set to come and implode. This place is imploding from the inside out, man. And you having a spiritual ear and listening and believing on this message will get you through it if you're part of the elect of the 144,000 and 1/3 of the men, of some men, women, and children, man. It was very important to pay attention to what's happening, because we live in the time of prophecy, man. Because this devil is coming down. I don't want to jump the gun. And we see it right now. Isaiah 59 and where we at? Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, we hear, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And we lift up the standard, which is the scriptures, man. So the Lord's going to preserve those who understand and perceive the evil, who's being prudent and understand that, look, this devil, the so-called white man, the top of the banking family is coming down, man. Ultimately, it's the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Abishai that's on these men to do this, man. So this is the anger of the Lord. So you have to repent, turn from your wicked ways, and pray to the Lord, man. You can't do this on your own. You're not going to be able to do this on a carnal level. You're not. You see, when the enemy should come in like a flood, and you see the wave or the ICE agents out there in Minneapolis, and not only there, it's going to spread throughout this whole nation, man. You see, so we hoping and praying that the Lord will lift up the standard upon us, the man that's out there on the highways and byways, giving you this report and not leaving out anything in the report, telling you everything that the report was given to us, we got to give it unto you. Diminish not a word. That's in Jeremiah 26:2. When you read the last part of the verse, it said, diminish not a word, man. So the report was given unto us through faithful men that went out before us, beginning with the apostles and the elders and the bishops. And the Lord put us on this path and allow us to understand and see the report and believe it. And yet this message is going out to this people who've been scattered again across the four corners of this planet, that's going to come looking like other nations, man. You see? So when the enemy come up like a flood, the Lord will lift up the standard. And let me see something. Yes, you have enemies at the end of the day. The Lord said, lift up the standard. He gonna find a way to protect the men of the Lord, to allow them to escape, to flee, to escape, to take flight, in part disappear. We don't know how to fly. You see, we don't know how that's going to take place, but we know that Yahweh Bahashim Habashai can do it, man. So when they start to come in, so when things start to get real tight and really intense, the men of the Lord, some men of the Lord is going to be able to escape the persecution and to be able to flee, man. That standard is very important. So right here, ICE agents ate at a Mexican restaurant in a small town. After their meal, they detained employees. That's crazy as hell, man. Now, had those so-called Mexicans, which is the tribe of Issachar in the Bible, meaning he is hired, that's why they work so hard, it's in their spirit, they would have turned from their ways and repented and turned to Yahweh Bahashim Habashai. The Lord could have put a force field up to have those men just come in there and eat and to leave. But nonetheless, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are not adhering to this message, to this report. So therefore, they coming in, man, and they going from house to house, man. But things going to ramp up. And I think I would listen to one of the brothers' videos. The one video he did, I forget which one it was, man. But basically, ICE agent got full immunity, man. They protected. They can come in and take our children from us, man. You see what I'm saying? This is a scary situation. Nonetheless, we have to turn and trust and believe and pray to Yahweh Bahashim Yahabashai, because right here in Revelations, I didn't want to jump the gun, but Revelation 12:12, he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Let me get it. Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Time is speeding up, because if it wasn't for the time speeding up, it wouldn't be no flesh left to be saved. So therefore, the days, they're running concurrent now. You don't know which day it is. Monday comes so quick. Every day of the week comes so quick nowadays, because the time is speeding up, and we got to get with the times. We can't be comfortable when we're in the environment where time is speeding up. It doesn't fit. We got to roll with it. Things are moving quicker now, because the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is coming back with the angels to deliver his people and to cause havoc upon this place that had done nothing but wickedness, raping the Lord's people, rape, rob, and murdered the Lord's people, and still continuing to do so. Now, Esau is set up to be the whooping stick of Yahweh Bahashim Habashah towards his people. You see? So therefore, it's time for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to wake out of sleep, man. You are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You were scattered throughout the four corners of this planet because of the disrespect, the great offense that we caused before our power. We've been scattered so long till we had the Lord discontinued our heritage, man. But now that it's coming back, you see, he's giving it back unto his people to wake up, to give them a chance, man. You better seek the Lord while he may be found, man. You see? Because he's here. So the enemy shall come in like a flood, right? Because he knows that he had but a short time. And the Lord going to lift up a standard to those who fully trust in the words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, and put their best foot forward to walk in this path, man. You see? So Psalms 140:1, it says, prayer for protection against the wicked. You have an enemy. A prudent man perceiveth the evil. The enemy shall come in like a flood. And right here in Psalms 140:1, to the chief musician, the Psalm of David, deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Not some evil thing, an evil man, which is Edom, Esau, man, the top of these Bacon families, man. Preserve me from the violent man. You see? This man is violent, and he's showing his horns, and every day he's sharpening his horn, meaning he goes show his demonic side more and more and more, man. So this is your enemy. The enemy shall come in like a flood, hide me from the violent man. That's the source right there. Edom, Esau, who you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans trust so much. And by you trusting in him, and though hand join in hand, you both shall be thrust through, man. You see? So the time of Jacob's trouble, like Elder Pastor Hart says, if we see it, it's here. It's only going to get worse, man. This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But he, the elect, the remnant of the Lord's people, the 144,000, 1/3, shall be saved out of it. But the righteous shall what? Scarcely make it. You see? So we have to really implement trust and faith over fear at the end of the day. It starts with me first and foremost. You know, fully trusting in the Lord, making these decisions through the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashim Habashai, and moving forward, man. And as we on this path, we ought to pray and ask the Lord to teach us to walk this path. This is his path he put us upon. We didn't put ourselves on this path. Because if we put ourselves on this path, we'll try to find our way to get salvation. Our way, not the way of Yahweh, Bahashim Habashai, you see? I think this is Psalms 25:4. Show me thy ways, O Lord. Teach me thy paths. So the scripture's here to teach you how to walk the path of Yahweh, Bahashim Habashai, man. Lead me in thy truth. You see, truth. There's going to be a doctrine that's going to come with truth, man. And teach me, for thou art the power of, for thou art the power of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day. Lead me by your truth and teach me. This is the NLT verse 5. For you are the power who saves me. All day long I put my hope in you. And see, these ICE agents rolling down on Jake not turning from their ways and putting their hope in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You see? That's what we constantly have to do, man, is pray, and to remind the Lord of his words, man. That's why I say in the book of Isaiah, put me in remembrance. Let us plead our cause together, man. You see? That's what we have to do. Is remind the Lord of his word. Not that he forgot his words. He want to see how you going to respond. He want to see how, how dedicated we are, if I may say that. He want to see our faith, man. You see? So we have to remind him day in and day out, constantly, Lord, it's written that you sat with the publicans and sinners. I'm a sinner. You sat with those, you comfort those that need a physician. I need a physician. I am sick. We gotta come to him, man. We gotta talk to him. You see? So these ICE agents is on the beginning. You're gonna have NATO troops coming over here. It's gonna be, listen, we here. We are here now. The time of Jacob's trouble is going to advance, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse until we see those chariots crack the cloud with Yahweh Shai and the angels coming back to deliver the elect of his people. And the sought out commodity in these times, it ain't money, it ain't gold, it ain't silver, it ain't children, it ain't your woman. Mercy. Because all of us got to face the Lord, man. Your woman that you with, she ain't getting out. Hell, women commit sin too. So therefore what? All of us got this watch the appearance of the Lord come, man. And hope and pray that he have mercy upon us. So Lord willing, I hope this is edifying. Until the next time, I shall say, Shalom.